Hi, this is Isaac from The Voice of Revival. Come and take a journey with us on The Voice of Revival vlog as we travel different locations in the Rio Grande Valley of Texas, talking all about revival. You're watching The Voice of Revival vlog. Taking a journey, and we're walking down the trail of this municipal park here in Edinburgh, and some of the things that are on my mind about revival. You know, revival is a very powerful thing, and we can look around us and see that the world is in need of a change. We have the pandemic of the coronavirus. We have things that are happening all around the globe, but I want to share this with you today. God is still in control of our nation. The world seems to be in chaos. The world seems to be in a pandemic, and we find ourselves in crisis of economic proportions. But I can tell you this, I am overexcited about what God is doing right now where we're at. You know, as I walk this trail, it just gives me great joy to be bringing you this information. There's some that are they're looking at it as, you know, there's riots in the street, lawlessness is breaking out, you know, there's just so much evil. But at the same time, there's great revival. From riots to revival. There's movements out there. There's prayer movements. There's prophetic movements. There's great things that are happening in the world. There's great things that are moving and shaking in the world that we're living in right now. There's not a prophetic word that he gives me that he does not connect it to his word. I'm not out to toot my own horn. I'm out to prepare this generation for revival. I'm out to prepare a generation that needs to know that Jesus still works in miracles. Jesus still works in the miraculous. Jesus still works in signs and wonders and miracles and healings. And I'm just here to be a voice. I'm a voice of one crying in the world, a voice of one crying in the wilderness. You know that God is doing some amazing things, and he began to tell me that I need to go visit parks and I need to go visit amusement places. Here's a word that he gave me one time. He gave me this word, and it was this: God gets the glory when we tell the stories. God gets the glory when we tell the stories. Wow, when we tell the testimonies is what needs to be passed down. You see, the revivals of yesterday are not for us to reminisce it and wish that we were back in those days. No, those revivals are to remind us if God did it before, he'll do it again. And another thing is that it tells a generation that there's greater things that are coming. For this generation, God is looking for voices. God is looking for messengers. He's looking for those who are not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, who would declare him publicly, as we're doing today. This kind of fascinated me, and I saw these ants going about. But you know that the ants work, and they store up for the winter. They never constantly stop working, and they work in unity. You notice that they're not hitting each other. And I just was drawn to this. I was just drawn to these ants. Right now, as we have the hot sun behind us, I'm just reminded just how good God is. And I just want you to know, I don't know what you may be going through. I don't know what you may be sensing. But during this time that we're in, there is great hope, there is a great joy, and there is a great understanding that our God is in control. We just need to give it to him. All that we have, we give it to him, because he is our salvation. And revival is coming. See, the thing about revival is that we mistake revival for 3-day meeting, or an event that we have at the church, or some type of crusade. But a revival is more than that. Revival is when the presence of God shows up. Miracles take place. The gospel is being preached. The gospel of the kingdom goes forth. Miracles, signs, and wonders take place. Salvations, healings, deliverances, liberty, freedom. This is revival. And then when that begins to affect all society, the communities, the cities, the regions begin to see that overflow, then we begin to see a reformation and awakening. That's where we're headed to. But the church needs to realize this. A lot of things that are happening have to go public. We have been inside our four walls for such a long time, and now the revival is going public. Hey, there's just so much to share, and as I'm just sitting down here just taking a view of what God is doing, I just want you to know, don't panic, don't be deceived, be prepared. God is raising freedom fighters to stand up and say enough is enough. It is time that we make a stand and declare that as for God's people, we will not be bullied into submission. Hey, we're still on our journey here, and I just decided to just sit down a little bit and just reminisce. But I just want to encourage you, as you are watching this vlog, I pray that this is blessing you. I pray that this is ministering to you. I pray that this is speaking to your life. The Voice of Revival has one vision, and that vision is to broadcast the gospel of the kingdom to the ends of the earth. We're doing it through these videos, and we're going to continue to keep doing this on a consistent basis as much as possible. We're on this journey together, and I want to take you and show you a journey on revival, a destination to the awakening to come.